man, big time. I mean, Spirit are not reliable right now. I'd say G2 are not reliable for different reasons. They look way too good versus teams that are worse than them, and not nearly good enough at all versus teams that are ranked higher than them. So here's where they have to prove that that's starting to change. Good time to do it. I think if they feel like they match up to Spirit well, there's still moments here, even though Zwei got it together a little bit more, where he's not in good enough for him to just like win another Cologne,
right?
Per se.
Yeah, I agree entirely.
So, yeah.
It's wild to me after seeing this team since Bounty that they did win Cologne.
Yeah.
It makes you kind of scratch your head a little, but I liked Vu's late point as we saw the veto come through that maybe some exposure of Spirit's struggle on Mirage is being targeted tonight. Ancient coming through as the decider and not the pick. Left us asking questions, time to find the answers. We know with real game tape that even if Donk has a great game on this map, you can beat Team Spirit.
I wonder
Furia did it. G2 looked to do it tonight.
I know it's just a pistol, but I wonder if they're even changing spots.
Chopper dies first. We'll find out. Time will tell. Smoke goes down. Berettas get blinded. Sunpius finds his B entry. Zontix comes running in to try to stop it. Oh, Sunpius with the triple kill. And so Shirou's Beretta's a little late. Quad for Sunpius. And the devs talked about the potential of everybody else and, you know, not wanting Sunpius to take up that space. Remember that across this team, he does have the highest ever year in 6th place, 2023. We know the ceiling of Sunpius. Tell me that if you don't get that somehow online, it doesn't leave G2 in a better state.
Yeah, but Maui Snake promised us Axile, so that's my counter argument.
And Patsy.
Yeah, but Axile is top 5, so just to draw a comparison. Some people never make it back, Connor.
How's
they don't.
Big doing?
How's what?
How's Big doing?
Yeah, where's Big?
Hey.
Yes?
It's not hard. Excuse me, that's, never mind. I was gonna say the other thing.
Oh, you said the other thing first?
Yep, never mind. Shut up.
So it is hard?
It's hard to determine who is the 14th best SMG player of 2025.
Only Maui has that.
This man is in the trenches, folks. Put respect on the name. Is Chopper that good with SMGs? He's got a whole pack of G2 players coming at him in a second.
And no friends nearby.
No, sir. None at all. So Chopper hears him
You gotta
stopping.
peek, brother. At some point.
Yeah, a little sooner, preferably, because that one goes down instantaneously. This B bomb site belonging to G2 in the first 2 rounds of play.
So what we're looking for with G2 picking this map is Zwei on A. You know, Zwei on A. I don't, you know, when it comes to the anchors and the problems on Dust 2, that's one thing. Zontix was having his struggles too, but on Mirage, on Cat, I love the way Zontix plays Cat. I think he's great at it. He can have an off day, but in general, I don't doubt him. For Zwei, however, it's sort of like, what's the good map to look back and think like, this is, you know, this is the standard he set. So maybe this is going to be the perfect opponent for him. It's going to be a team that really relies on set pieces. They're going to be doing a lot of extremity hits. They're going to be coming in really fast with a lot of good aim. They showed tons of good stuff yesterday versus FlyQuest. It's just that you know, now the competition has improved, and you don't expect Zwei to have that bad of a dig, and we'll see. We kind of get to see if G2 are real as well, because again, the way they played versus FlyQuest, you look at that and go, why can't they do that versus anybody? But they just never do.
We know G2 at the moment for beating up lesser opposition and flailing versus the very best. Mao's exposed them on a couple of maps, particularly the G2 T side in the face of utility. That's where some depth lacks. 98 damage for Shirou's pistol.
Good.
Usually the 5-7 kills a man.
Yeah, it has to be a little closer, and that's why he was standing just far enough. Calculated.
Heavy got a math man. Hunter slips the net in through mid-window, and Murder Hole still unbroken. Donk's just got to play the waiting game. But it's Malbs right now with bomb possession, leading up through connector. Zwei tries to take position inside Palace. That could lead him to get exposed, because remember, Murder Hole's not open. So what is Donk going to do other than announce his rotate to the A play? Zwei goes down with nothing, like the Palace player. And so they will run rampant inside of A site. Hunter and Donk exchanging SMG damage, but this will lead Spirit to just stay on beat. Keep your Kevlar, gentlemen. This is a G2 3-0 start.
Yes, looking clean, looking clean. Hunter's got to be happy. The pistol went their way. Their team is fragging right now. Clean round so far. It's exactly what they wanted coming into today. You know, you had to get yourself hyped up for this match. And I'm holding my breath to find out what happens in terms of Spirit's form. Like, looking at the odds on this game, I was like, you know, yeah, probably Spirit will win. But also, why would we be so confident with the potential map pool? You know, the specific maps that are happening right now, they're going to change a lot before they are successful. So who's to say that they'll make those adjustments this quickly?
G2 picked Mirage in their last matchup at Bounty as well. Lost the map 11-13. We're able to take Ancient off Spirit despite them picking it. This time we gotta wait for the Ancient rematch if we get there, which could ultimately boil down to what version of Spirit we get this evening. For now, 0 kills on 4 of the 5 Spirit players, so G2 starting strong and out middle to no resistance just yet. It's this crossfire between Donk and Zontix they'll soon run into. And Zontix ahead of the utility as well. Positioning taken up. Donk given a kill, but singular kill. Zontix moves forward. The window player and Hunter gets Chopper in the fact. And Shirou is waiting with a player pinned in con. He's got this. Majority alive for Spirit. Good on them, making the most of the fact that Donk only gets 1 kill. Everybody else steps up around him.
They were quick to jump to help him out. I was surprised that Zontix got a second. I thought he was dead when he got that first kill. But that's why I'm... Oh, get that fly. Oh, no, I thought he was going for a fly. That's why I'm, like, big on Zontix on Cat. He's so confident in this position. I guess he wasn't just hard cleared after he got that first frag.
Sunpius versus Shirou for the first time with Ops. Let's see who picks this one up. Shirou on the angle first, wins it with the headshot.
Damn, he actually got a bullet off, it looked like.
There it is.
There's been a lot of this. Oppers alone, no Cat players are just holding in B, and it's working out very well for a lot of teams right now.
Smoke into the window for Malbs to get ever closer. Right now it's looking like Mattis to try to carry bomb through apps into B, but you're not getting up Cat. Donk takes the angle before the smoke plumes. Didn't even have to open it to get that kill. Will do so just to keep G2 on their toes. And then he peeks behind it as it's cracked open. Shirou gets support, Zontix on bench. G2 have been slowly crawling closer. Big headshot on Zontix. Shirou finds his second of the round in anticipation of the apartment's push. He falls back slightly. He's burning in between 2 Molotovs.
They're not peeking him.
Nah, they don't fully swing. Frag grenade doesn't go deep either. Mattis to try to bomb plant, but he loses Heavy God, and so they're already starting to swoop around a lineup here for Mattis. 7 seconds.
Go for the plant, but there's one on Cat.
Yeah, this one's wrapped up. Chopper and Shirou survive it, and good on Shirou to get all the way back into market.
But also,
surprised they don't give him the full swing.
They double mollied him. He had nowhere to go. He had to actually run back. He could have got peeked from 3 different angles. They should have just tried to trade that kill out. That would have actually given them a chance. But either way, Shirou, nicely done. Saves the day. After Zontix gets killed by Heavy God, he absolutely must hit that shot.
Money still flowing from G2 with their convincing start, but
That's a pretty good couple kills as well from Madison at the end of the round.
it's enough to keep the hopes high. But I do kind of criticize the way the pace of it all slowed down once Donk got in with the kills. This time they are just going to barrel forward through Cat, or Khan. Mattis, he gets his entry. Donk a little late to it, but he will still shave a player off the back of this pack, and Malbs returns. Hunter has climbed through with a double kill on the jungle side of smoke. B-site belongs to G2. And playing with the tempo this time around, Hunter finds a moment to thrive. Zway's gonna consider the corner, and he'll figure out that Hunter's hiding within it. Malbs, very low health.
This would be a surprise if he...
Is he gonna take the chance? No, sir. Writes it off. Just a bit faster to the play. Donk does still eventually challenge Cat, but because they move that much faster, he gets the player at the back of the pack instead of the front runner.
It's a quick set play like we saw with their connector split in that last round, but this time Spirit weren't quite as prepared. And their B anchors, well, they're dying without getting one kill, at least one of them. Last time they had Shirou with an op, he got 2 frags on the hold. This time for Chopper, you've just got to put up a frag. I mean, that's just the bottom line. This is the kind of round that G2 are going to rely on to win them a half on T side, and so far so good. And he's tied that to a Mac 10.
Nice double kill, Hunter. You know, you can see Donk, it like clicks in his brain that, oh god, they are that much quicker this time, and so he goes for his spray through the smoke. Like, Donk is not gonna just not pressure a moment. It's the timing of it all. Kind of went under the radar just long enough for them to surpass him. I say that like he doesn't still get a kill, but it was enough to follow through into sight. Again, B players push forward on catwalk. Zontix boosted. Chopper starts to crawl back towards site.
So fun. They're just playing Battleship with this HE and underpass.
Gonna try to move this pack forward again. Donk not looking to pressure through Khan, but Zontix has been posted early to try to deal with something like this. Oh, wow. Malbs reacts to it.
That's a monster kill.
Ton of pressure on Chopper.
Spotted.
He can't play his position. They're gonna put fire at his feet, and Heavy God comes through. The fact he kills Malbs is great. Donk fast to the scene, but Sunpius with the instant headshot, and Hunter activating yet another critical lurk. This is gonna bottom out the economy for Spirit. G2 have found a way to win rounds on this T side, and it is a heavy Cat emphasis. Different looks and different resistances offered by Spirit, but it's G2 coming out on top. 7 rounds into this map, we go 5-2 G2.
We need the Malbs POV because they flash cat as well, and Zontix didn't move. And they could have peeked him then, and I think when the flash came up, he thought, well, now they're not going to think I'm up here. I don't know if Malbs pre-aimed it, but that was so incredibly sharp from him. That's where the body shotting won't cut it if you're Zontix when you're going up against Malbs, because he's all or nothing. Yeah, like, look at that. Oh my god. Yeah, he had no idea. Just a great reaction, and that was such a good kill, too.
Yep, Sunpius getting a kill that looks Donk-like in the first 2 bullets there.
Honestly, Malbs with contacts has been kind of a different beast.
Oh, with context. Contacts, yes. Is it context? I was like, what context?
Malbs, no context. Twitter coming soon.
You know, maybe Vision's over.
Oh.
Whoa! Nicely done, Donk. Gives Sunpius a little revenge to think about. One should not kill Donk and expect him to respect you. Insta-deagle kill, but I mean, what else comes of this? This is that deep spot from Heavy God that'll let him survive a 5-7 to the head. 2-player T-spawn push. And I mean, but if Malbs is no, but seriously, if he's just goofing around,
I don't think
does
he
it play
is.
with the timing?
Yeah, it does.
And also bomb. Oh, they get all the way around T-spawn. The dink comes through. 5-7 chasing him down. Malbs is done for. Did the trades come out? Will they expect a second? Oh, Hunter makes sure to clear thoroughly.
Now they're gonna come towards Chopper, surely, if Heavy God's up here in Palace.
Not yet.
Oh,
Not yet.
Yeah, the walls are closing in around them. Hunter has to make the executive decision, but with Heavy God still here, they've got to join up. And Donk's got to tell his teammates, like, just worry about A. Oh, this late smoke. This is a power position now for the CTs. They can throw this comfortably, knowing that G2 can't wait that long. The flank is coming around. Zontix, you just want to keep your eyes forward, right?
This is the chance at the headshot. 5-7 here for Chopper. Time to shine. Low health, smoke fading. Heavy God about to get into this game, and Donk is hot on their heels from... Oh, he turns! He turns off the angle. 5 seconds to the clock. A 1v2 for Donk. Is he exposed? Oh, it's just...
Oh, he got it!
Stops the bomb plant. Donk hits the crime scene, and he doesn't get away with the follow-up frag, but that comes down to the second.
It comes down to less than a second. I cannot believe he stopped that, especially with a missed shot. That's actually nuts. And it's because of his opening kill as well that this was even possible. The revenge Degons on Pius is not just cosmetic. It's not just for the money, it's for the round. Wow.
Half a second.
Yeah, like...
I mean... And they don't plant default because they're worried about a CT peak?
I don't even know what they calculated at that point. They wouldn't have had any idea where Donk is. I think they looked at the time, pulled out that bomb, and was just like, cover me.
Well, that'll kickstart the comeback for Spirit. But everything is invested in this one. Both teams with a chance to run away with a few rounds late in this G2T side.
Yeah, I think most likely was CT, least likely was A-Ramp. They're almost right by 1 second, so...
Ooh. Donk doesn't win the Heavy God duel. Zwei gets the trade out from window at least. But everybody ready to rock out through that ramp. Oh, Mattis activates and Shirou ready on this narrow angle.
It's a big punishment.
Bomb is allowed to get out from ramp at least, putting smoke up to deny angles. And Zwei floating around inside of jungle really gives a chance, but Hunter doesn't seem to want to jump it just yet. Hunter's not following through. Heavy God's found an opening towards B, but Hunter's going to be heard. This is a great top mid push.
Wait a second.
Chopper's
Oh.
running as well. No, wait, you didn't. Okay, maybe not. He gets the kill regardless. And in my mind, Chopper hears that every day of the week.
Yeah, I just don't think... It was just like almost.
All right.
It was just very close to it, yeah.
Okay.
He was a second away. I mean, when he heard it,
All right.
he was also running.
Okay. I thought they both hear each other, but hey.
No, if you look at like where their circles were at, I mean, when they pulled out their gun, when he pulled out his gun is exactly when, yeah, just a couple steps before that. Oh,
So down to Glocks you go. Here's that momentum that comes with it. Zwei given a chance to build confidence with easy, baby. Donk and Zwei. 5 kills in about a second and a half.
confidence is good, but we still want to see Zwei be more reliable on the A site, right? Like seeing him float in jungle in that last position. It's just It kind of, you know what it feels like, man? It feels like Mezzi on Vitality. Like when Rops joined Vitality, all of Mezzi's roles made way more sense, and you could see the good player that he was blossom in his new positions. With Zwei, it feels like, you know, on his last team, he's more of a superstar, right? The best player on the team or whatever.
Set up for everything.
And so, you know, in this spot, I think it's just too antithetical to the way that he plays, that it's not fitting in properly. But
I think it's a testament to the selflessness of Magix's play.
Oh, definitely. It's sacrificial, his roles for sure.
You know? He was willing to set anybody up. The only time he was truly the star is when he won them the Shanghai Grand Finals. 69 kills on that series, never forget.
Yeah. One of the greatest Grand Finals performances ever. And Donk still beat him by 1 kill.
Big shoes to fill.
Okay, another test on the B site. Oh, how is he so consistent at getting that kill?
So good, man. He is tapping into godlike form. Oh, dude, the adjust.
I can't believe he's so good at getting the jump across kill in that window.
Think about how good Counter-Strike would be to watch if every top 10 opper could just be as consistent as Shirou right now. You know what I mean? Like, how many? It's the thing we all hate saying as commentators, like, oh, missed shot from X.
Yeah.
Insert whoever you want, but we say it so infrequently with Shirou. You know, maybe he's not always where he needs to be. You know, he's not the perfect player. Nobody is, except for Donk. And yet, why can't more oppers just be on Shirou's level? Think of the fireworks we'd get.
Positionally, he is like pretty much. I mean, he's in that S+ tier, you know, like he has been for a while. I think he's kind of like a Brokey in disguise, but even more consistent. Like the very similar way in the back. You want him to clutch, and you keep him alive for that purpose. But in terms of where he puts his fights, like a lot of easy. He always sets himself up for easy shots, and even those hard ones. He's there early enough, and he knows what's coming. He's very good at visualizing it, so he makes a hard shot look easy. He just never looks caught off guard, I think, is the main thing. You know, some people would show up, they'd be like, all right, I'm coming market window, I'm going to watch this cross, but I'm not totally ready to hit this extremely reaction-demanding, hard flick right now.
Just these adjustments are always so good.
Yeah, he never overflicks.
And he has this weird ability where I feel like the few times when he like maybe does overflick a little bit, he just shoots somewhat earlier, you know, and still gets his kills. Like you see him unscope and the crosshair has gone past, but he found that perfect timing as the scope slid over the body for a millisecond to click.
Here he is again.
Let's see if he gets anything to shoot at, because Donk is racing him to the top of the scoreboard. Clinical accuracy here for Donk. Shirou right next to him. Between these two, A site is closed. Not the names you want to see when you try to get out there. You see that streak. 5 rounds in a row for Spirit to take the 7 rounds.
We're here in Malta, me, Maui, Scrawny, and our goal today is to have the best day ever. Just north of Africa, just west of Italy. Man, what a place it is. My love as of late is golfing, so we're starting here at the Royal Malta Golf Club. So how we decide who goes first, we're gonna play the hesitation game. 3, 2, 1, vegetables, celery.
Carrots.
Potatoes.
Parsley.
Damn it. I was gonna say celery.
Set one high and right.
Yeah.
That was pretty nice though.
Right on. Tally-ho.
Oh. Yeah, I didn't see where your ball went. It's somewhere around here, I'm pretty sure, like in these trees, I think.
Oh, you just walked by it.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
go. Nice.
Mickelson for birdie. Nice.
Oh.
Oh, damn, that was
Nailed it,
good.
What But I tell you guys, this is the perfect start to the best day ever.
We're here at Rampila Restaurant in downtown Valletta. We want to get into the best day ever in Malta, and you got to have one of the best meals ever. We got a very traditional Maltese dish here in rabbit. They really exploded in popularity when the Romans came over, because Romans, they actually think if women eat rabbit, they'll become more beautiful.
Cool, let's eat.
Bon appetit, fellas. I think we all get one ravioli each. You know what? I'm grabbing 2. Hey, we're in Malta, am I right?
I've never seen that happen in my life.
I think you'll be grabbing one now.
The Maltese eat more rabbit per person than any other European nation.
It's actually like a more flavorful chicken thigh.
Yep.
Yeah, wow. Delicious. Another hit.
I think I'll go for 2.
So it's been a wonderful day, but I thought we would end the day, gentlemen, with a little bit more violence, a little accuracy, you know, things that really embody Counter-Strike, a little bit of archery. We've got plenty of targets.
Well, then I'm going for the GOAT, obviously.
A delicacy.
Goodbye, simple.
Archers ready? Oh!
Oh, you're shooting lasers. Now, what if I get the otter on top?
Make it happen.
Oh!
Damn.
Whoa, headshot
Bullseye.
on the goat.
Goat for dinner. Unfortunately, all great things have to come to an end. I had a blast from start to finish.
Who knew going outside could be so much fun?
Yeah, this was a perfect day.
A bit of a challenge for Donk and Shirou to get the game going, but now they end that half with 25 kills between them, and we see their ability to just jump on top of that A site to lend anybody who's on it a helping hand. But the weaknesses that G2 maybe hoped to exploit like Furia did don't seem to be coming together now that we're 12 rounds into this game.
It's like, don't stress it. Go one round at a time. Keep it simple. Because I don't know, you're getting silent. I bet you're getting frustrated. But let it go.
I love the hard read there. I bet you're getting frustrated. Yeah, you guys are thinking about how much you suck right now, but you shouldn't do that. You should just go one foot in front of the other. I like that. That's funny. Oh man, look at this B-lane. Great setup here for the CTs. Oi! 91.
Lucky to be alive.
How do you live?
We'll see if he can offer anything. Oh, yes, he can. A kill comes out from Hunter while Heavy gets his second. Bomb down in front of... Ooh! 5 clean for G2. That'll get you talking.
How did he survive that? Because, like, where are you getting shot that it does 91 but doesn't kill? Like, how could that even be through the wall?
Yeah, top of his head.
Yeah, but how? How does it not kill him?
Range.
Well,
Damage. Fall off.
yeah. Damn, but you know what? They deserve to have that win clean because they were ready for a B-side hit specifically.
Gushed. And you had to kill him because now he's got an M4. And he's going to take that chance to just push up into the apartments. Whee! You're not getting out of there, Hunter. You have given them a gun, perhaps. We'll see if Zontix is able to cross. Oh, nice dink. But cleaned up with 4 alive, tied at 7 rounds a pop. You believe in the G2 CT Sidelaunders?
For me, this game is more about how much I am not like ready to believe in Spirit yet. You know, just seeing. I think like long term, they'll keep getting better. I just don't know if that's right now. And you know, we've just seen some very concerning stuff. So, do I believe in the G2 CT side? I feel like, I don't know. Their FlyQuest game, I just don't want to read too much into that.
Sure.
I know they can play well.
I think it might hinge on Malbs and how he determines to get active in middle.
Yeah.
Sometimes, even while G2 are winning versus FlyQuest, Malbs is having a hard time in these kinds of plays. So he tries it versus the first gun round of Spirit, and he is the first casualty.
Yeah.
Again, able to win because everybody else picked up his slack. Versus the Aussies, that is. 4v5 recovered for now, but this is going to be the A hit soon enough.
Man, it's a position that G2, again, they do a lot. They leave Hunter and B alone. Are they ready for 3 CTs here? I wonder. I don't think so.
Oh,
They are
Heavy God. Love that. Donk doesn't even consider it.
Yeah, okay.
That was weird.
Very.
That was weird, right?
I mean, I thought it was weird when Chopper went up connector through the smoke after they got an opening kill. And then to continue forward with that B-split be, like, looking pretty unaware. I don't know.
4v5 win, though, for G2, so I don't want to take anything from them.
Yeah, also, again, they have the great lead. They have a great, like, Malbs dies. They still have 3 on A.
You know, the talk of Malbs replacing Nico. Actually, I just want to watch this. I want to see what Donk is really up to here. 2 kills from under Val.
I don't know, like... I guess he's also getting shot from jungle, so...
You know, the talk was like Malbs taking up a place for Nico, which is always going to be a massive replacement to ask of him. But I do think one of the specific positions where he hasn't been able to plug in and thrive is kind of connector on Mirage. Like, we're getting those moments where it felt like Nico would find more consistency here, but maybe I speak too soon because Malbs will still try over and over. And this time he finds Chopper on a solo mission out mid.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is it's just not Nico. You know, he's not Nico outside on Nuke. He's not Nico taking over Ancient, even though, like, he could be that, like, good in some ways. It's not the same. He's his own guy.
He's Mario.
He's Mario. He's more aggressive than Nico, and he's more explosive, I'd say, overall. Like,
okay.
Nico has more range when it comes to... Nico's still 1 of 1 in a lot of ways, because, like, even Donk doesn't get into clutch situations nearly as often, and Nico can play a slower round. Like, throughout history, no one's been able to play a fast round and a slow round as well as Nico on average. So, you know, I don't think Donk is Nico. He might be better in different, like, metrics, but in terms of playstyle and ability and playstyle, no one's really got the same range as Nico. Pretty, I mean, even when we think about, like, Cold Zera, he was only good in the late round. You talk about Olaf, he had maybe more range, but didn't have any of the longevity or any of the same ability on openings and closings. Like, it wasn't the same.
Now you're starting to make me think that all of these players are actually their own unique human beings with individualized weaknesses and strengths, and that maybe we shouldn't treat them as one-for-one replacements.
Yeah.
Maybe,
but Donk's the best entry fragger ever.
Sold. Dodges the flash. Donk versus Malbs, and Donk's got the headshot. There's the entry frag. And there's Malbs down now. Twice versus gun rounds. 0-2 as another 5v4 is established by Spirit off of Malbs' death.
Yeah, he's pretty all or nothing. Well, Donk would have heard this clear. The quick walk back. I don't know if it matters. But we're getting a semblance of the exact same setup on the CT side that won G2 the round previously. And I would hope that for Spirit, they're more suspicious that this could happen again, because if they watched any demos, they would have seen G2 using this setup versus other teams as well. So 5v4 position is nice, but also they're kind of just walking into the same thing. They will go A again. They are just coming low on time.
Pius gets away from Donk. That'll help. But the nade bounces off bad twice.
Those are terrible.
Yep, not quite the trajectory you're looking for, my friend. But Heavy God will still catch Zontix up in Palace. This makes things weird for Zwei to cross with bomb from ramp at 15 on the clock. Dude, huge move here from Heavy God. He was stomping the entire way, but now he's walking back, trying to sell as if he is flanking ramp, and Matt is catching Chopper right before he burns. Shirou connects with his. And they're so focused on ramp because he faked the audio, but they will still keep their eyes on him, and it is Spirit's first terrorist round win.
Yeah, true. They get on this and they stop it before it gets to 5. It's nicely done from Spirit. It was a little bit risky. It was sort of feeding into, again, what we know G2 will do in these spots, which it just sort of feels like foggy calling right now from Spirit's side. But individually, they still put themselves in a lot of good spots to get kills. So another buy will come in. Lead comes down to 1.
Swinging for mid plays now. Malb's in window, but it's the cat emphasis instead. Trying to bombard Chopper for the first blood. And seeing that presence on Cap feels like now Spirit just want to target A faster than they would have. It's the most reserved of Malb's openings yet, but it also means vacant A site. A wall of smokes here would block them off all vision.
Yeah, they're playing on the right side. That's one spotted. I think they just go ahead and toss these pieces of utility, to be honest. CTs are worried about an underpass crawl right now. Where is Donk going?
To mid.
Man, they're using a lot of time in these rounds.
Especially because they could have been here earlier.
Yeah. This boost is actually going to work. It's perfect for Donk's spot. Oh, okay, unless... All right.
What a sick shot out of Donk.
That's insane. That is insane.
Molotov pressure into the window. We're going to get the climb up here from Chopper. Donk finds you no matter where you try to hide, but there are kills coming out for G2. Oh, what? Triple! Donk is on an absolute tear. Somebody's going to have to grab bomb. Zontic's the only one to help. And oh, it lands, but it's not lethal.
That's insane.
Wow, he gets all 3 of those kills, clears the A site damn near single-handedly, goes and scoops up bomb, and I mean, Donk just does it all here in round 18.
He literally just won the round. Like, I don't even know what possessed him to make that rotation back to middle that late. Like, going mid is fine for a split. Again, it feels like the calling is a little bit foggy to make the decisions and the sequence that they're doing them, but to watch that from his POV, like, he actually just ripped that round from G2's hands. It could have been one on time because it was coming down late. There were CTs in great spots to stop an A split as it was coming in. They wanted it to be A again. And then, like, that jungle frag, like, what is that? Cat bricks? What is that?
Man, God bless replays. Let's cue it up. Because those were all nasty.
What is this? What is this? What is that? What is that?
Man, like a laser.
Like, what is that?
That's Donk. That's what he does. This one's a sitting duck with a jungle frag.
This one? What is that? Like,
you down.
What's that?
Tough to handle. And there was a moment there where it felt like G2 were handling the moment.
They were.
You know, I believe Zontix also got into the kill feed and helped clear out what was left at A after Donk's reckoning through mid.
I mean, G2 can only be so mad about rounds like that because they kind of have similar firepower. Like, they get triple entry guys, like Malps will do that. It's just no one will do it as much as this guy. Somehow standing out above Heavy God even now, who's having a fantastic game.
Would be a shame to waste it for G2. But the game stays tied.
No, they smoked it. They're a little late to nade this.
Good cleanup for Mattis, but huge pressure on him to get more than the one. Everybody dies around him, and
Good tempo here.
Yep, it's kind of G2-esque in the follow up through middle, no resistance. They will just charge their way in with full confidence. They take double digits off the back of that one. And between Donk and Shirou, again, just everything is falling around them in their favor.
Definitely, yeah. Love a good cat split, to be honest. And again, it's all about tempo. When they see the double smoke, okay, at least he stays alive. when they see the second CT smoke coming into connector, they know they've kind of screwed up that moment. And for the T's, oh, punishment on both Zwei.
Hunt them down.
Ooh, that's expensive at a moment like this.
Drop the guns, and now nobody on G2 with really enough to buy. 3,600 on Malbs.
Ooh.
Everybody else 3K or less.
2 saves would have been nice.
They'll have buy instead.
They set up and they waited to punish the connector nade. They just knew it was going to be late. Those 2 saves would have been nice.
Nice, Zontix. Dinked down to 3 health, still happy to step back into the challenge. And it's some eco farming out of Spirit to go up 11-9. There were small moments here where G2 looked like they were trying to hang on, but rounds are getting racked up with speed now. Unquenchable bloodlust. Yep, you are correct, sir. Try it again.
Looks like the B-split call just totally crushed them. With the lead into an anti-eco, 11 rounds now for Spirit. It was a close affair the last time they played Mirage. It looks like it might end up with a similar result.
Strong starts to both halves. G2 win both pistols, convert fully for 3 rounds on the T side, 4 rounds for the CT side.
Oh.
1 for the road, and Hunter hangs on.
Don't even really need that kill. Just need to make sure he doesn't get a gun.
So this game will ultimately just be, oh, great, you've got some rounds going for yourself, G2, but in terms of gun round v gun round, this is all coming up Spirit.
Yeah.
You've given yourself the best chance to make this competitive, but you are of a different caliber at the moment when it comes to Spirit with rifles. Frag into connector, Malbs down to 40 health again. He's gonna try to get it going with Sunpius perched. Early look from Shirou towards B.
Malbs got by right there. Yeah, that's a good find. Clip off on Chopper.
You want a really damning stat?
Yeah, hit me.
In the last 20 rounds, Sunpius has 2 kills.
What?
In the last 20 rounds, Sunpius has
You got a 4K on the pistol.
2 kills.
Oh.
And Malbs was
Yeah,
feeling
that's when
good.
you said he was top 6 highest ranked player on this team.
I brought it up. I did.
This is like
bring it
Maui
up.
Snake promising us Exile.
I know. I brought it up. My bad. Malbs was feeling good after the first frag, but now Donk is doing what Donk does again, and they're gonna try to end this one on top of Hunter's Behold. He takes damage, but still able to post the double kill. Now Bomb's gonna scramble over towards A while Donk decides what he wants to do. Sunpius.
Wait, Zontix, you cannot go. Wait,
he's
going
gonna run
B?
it up to B, and he's gonna lose the bomb on Catwalk, and G2 are gonna get double digits off that one. They just lost in a very awkward fashion.
Yeah, and in maybe in a really important moment. That
Very
was
critical.
Yeah, 10 rounds. That actually just gets G2 totally back into the game.
So player spotted on B, gets the double kill. You know he's half health. They must have thought Sunpius was deep inside of the A site, I guess. And then they were gonna pinch Market and Cat. They
no
were
idea
just
where
assuming,
Sunpius
totally
was, yeah.
assuming Sunpius was deep on A somewhere.
Yeah, well, he has been a ghost for 20 rounds, so.
well, that makes things interesting in all the worst ways.
I think every round that G2 get, it's impressive and cool and everything. But the way Spirit are playing, this is not inspiring at all. Like, they've actually misread the mid-round way too many times in a match like this. To be honest, that's something they're actually quite good at. When they're given space, they're very good at figuring out what their opponents are trying to do stack-wise or whatever.
I didn't have a 2v4.
It was just the fragging on a couple of players that's ever been the problem. But 2v4.
2v4 late in the game. Could be the lifeline G2 we're looking for. Hunter's second kill was legit versus that op in the window of the B site. I don't think Malbs can afford to die early here, so he comes back through connector to play side by side with Mattis.
G2 sometimes in these critical moments. Oh, Malbs, you can't be the first death in a round like this, man.
3 times in gun rounds. Clipped top con by the op.
See if Mattis picks a good timing.
Especially for smokes that you're throwing when you can be in cover.
Absolutely.
You know, that's unless the plan was to push in with it as well, and he was trying to advance positioning.
It's a lot of deaths in connector, like like that. So the only thing that's going for them, 5v4 Spirit are like typically ending A here. G2 are playing 3A again.
Heavy God in a critical spot has shown us multi-kill potential.
Yes, from underpass.
Mattis going for the mid-fight. Was ready for that right side peek, but Shirou way too sharp. Good pickup from Sunpius. Unfortunately, you needed Heavy God to offer something. And all this round prior to that moment was the rest of Spirit working the perimeter of this site, and then the kill switch flicks on when Donk gets into the action. 2 headshots back to back, bada boom, bada bing. Spirit sitting on 12 off the back of that one.
So usual suspects, Shirou and Donk putting together those frags. Overly stacked site again. This is something that we aren't going to get a stat for, right? But a lot of the best teams, this is something that they specialize in. It's like picking the right site, essentially. Like, it's not fighting through the heaviest stack site. Even the best teams go for the path of least resistance when it comes to getting the bomb plant, when it comes to winning the round, forcing as many saves as possible. But Spirit have had the hardest route. And to be honest, it's like a surprise when you take a snapshot of the mini-map mentally, you go back to all of G2's Mirage games, they always stack like this. This is not actually new. And the one round that it was actually more inconvenient to go B, they picked that time to go.
That's the one thing that's given G2 anything on the CT side. It was the pistol, the full conversion. We would be talking about a 6-round streak from Spirit if not for that one mistake to try to split into B and the 2v4 that Hunter was able to fuel.
A double push A ramp. This is where it comes. This is kind of everything here.
Right in front of it, Zway's gonna take contact. Donk's there to trade you, but Heavy gets the double. And the op is still always right there for the trades. Shirou continues with the momentum, but it's Zontix that ultimately drops the ball on this one. Man advantage taken over. Shirou did not grab the bomb as he crosses. He wants space instead. And you've got Hunter tucked into the garbage. Shadow advantage, and Hunter still comes out on top of it. Chopper scoops up bomb. A 1v3 demanded of him. Or G2 get to that 11. Shots through a second. Chopper, don't you dare. 1 point of health more for Chopper, shaved down ever further. And he has slid under Balk.
Oh, it's so risky for him to be here. If Sunpius goes to the top of stairs, he could be able to see him. Any chance of spam. He's hoping for a re-aggression. Right now, Chopper's just waiting.
No!
Oh, wow.
Sunpius doesn't take it, and he leaves.
And he's thinking about trying to cut him off at B. It's the wrong play. Chopper, will he move? He does. Chopper may have just won this game. 1 on 3 from 6 kills. Well, is he going to overthink this?
And go B?
Oh, my goodness.
You're kidding.
Oh, my goodness.
And Sunpius is a genius.
With Sunpius, now that he's done this, surely he's done. Oh my.
I mean, it comes down to one bullet. We'll see if something crazy happens. Chopper's not exposed to the windows, but he's done to the doorway. Oh! Unk overcooked. Yeah. Tough one with all the information to watch. Chopper, what could have been a sick 1v3 to close out, lets this game go to round 24.
Sometimes you just think, well, I did 2 amazing moves. Maybe the last move also has to be amazing.
Right.
When in reality,
it could be the
it didn't have to be amazing.
When in reality, you could have just planted in the sight zone that was
the amazing
4 feet
part
in front of you.
was waiting 20 seconds.
Yeah.
And tricking Sunpius into walking to the other side of the map. Ooh, well, I mean, it wasn't supposed to happen. So, gonna say Hunter kind of wins that round with his kill from missiles.
Okay.
Shirou was waiting for him. He had the shadow advantage. It was a great recovery, couple of kills from Shirou, and so... And maybe Heavy God too, actually.
Looking to end it here and now. Already inside a connector. We've seen moments where Donk has to trade teammates out, but if he fails on an entry frag, big if. Oh, hold on, Heavy God, this flank.
Yeah, it's a gap because Zontic's coming back to clear this. If Shirou turns around,
He's not watching.
It's because Zontix had come to clear this already.
Double kill, easy.
Oh, nailed it.
Cuts Shirou down from behind the boxes. It's a recovery mission now.
Okay, Zontix is coming back kind of early. There's a world where, you know, maybe he gets caught off guard, but...
The hell is Heavy God shooting at? Oh, cat presence. Heavy God preoccupied, but he is considering this arrival from Zontix. And he doesn't get that duel to his favor. Now, they don't know about Donk, who's locked into connector a long time ago. Bomb picked up. Bottom con smoke, making it feel like it's a cat to be. Zontix gets Sunpius, who drops it. Donk then activates top con, kills the A anchor, and the jungle player too.
And you know Donk. Last round of the game, another 2K.
V5 for Spirit to finish this off. Donk waited and waited. And Matt is trying to press his luck through the smoke grenade. Could find the back of Zontix if he comes through. He lets it fade with a double up inside of connector. Chopper the one with a lot of health to work with. And he writes it off. Connector player activates. And that's Team Spirit ending this in round 24. Some tough rounds to swallow for both of these teams. Awkward moments, not the highest tier of Counter-Strike, but a Team Spirit 13-11 win on Mirage regardless. The
rear is something like 1.40 or something. That's all irrelevant. The last 2 years have been,
insane.
Yeah, just on Dust 2. I don't know. No one's ever done that. No one ever did 1.70 in one tournament, and Donk in 1 year on one map is at 1.68. There are numbers that just don't make sense, and that's one of them.
Dust's average for Donk is what some consider their highest ratings of all time. There are players out there that wish they could do it even
in
once.
One map, yeah.
And he averages it. But Hunter will humble them off the start with the A long push. It's 5v4 G2. Now G2 have won both pistols back on Mirage, converted both those pistols, 4 strong starts on both those halves, and still lost 13-11. So you could think maybe they'd win this one as well, and if they don't, maybe things get real sketchy. Donk is on the scene, done it just one. Mattis, no double. Zontix trades out, and those trades continue back and forth to leave Chopper in a clutch. Now, last time he had a 1v3 attempt, the first 2 went well. Since this is a 1v2, maybe he can just put it on ice.
Let's see. He's taking the risk of already walking up quickly.
He's going to be again.
Man. But you know what? This time, it's the time to do it. This is what he was looking for last time. Will he get by? Oh.
I respect him for trying to go to the other side again.
Yeah, I mean,
don't
I
let
hope you would,
change
because it was actually the right one.
You know? Stay on it, buddy. Believe. But he still loses. And it's G2 3 for 3 on the pistol rounds tonight.
Loser.
Smooth sequence of trade frags back and forth there to the G2 favor. And then they couple up and get the hell out of there. Ooh, that could have been a scout headshot
run from that
Shirou.
for sure.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
forget about that one.
Fast mid to B.
Yeah, you got to be careful, man, with Spirit and their mid Bs. Oh, this one's actually going to be a walk-up cat. It looks like the 2 CTs are coming, though, into middle, which means that right now, Mobs is totally alone.
Oh, and they're screwing the
they're
boost.
messing this up, and the fake is going to work so well because of it.
They hear one running up. It's delayed to get him going, which means the second CT player can't come back. Mobs tapping away, gets eagled by Donk. And now the CT scramble up from spawn. They catch Zway at the very least. Here's Zontix in with his. And down he goes.
Wow, actually did pretty well right there.
Not bad at all.
Not even a plant.
Not even a plant.
Thought this was going to be a round done. Mobs got one dig down long, and they were jumbling up, trying to get boosted up in CT spawn. Chopper got all the way to the B site door. That was pretty much everything that they wanted happened. And still G2 won. That's nice. Senpais with another quick start.
Woohoo! Had 4 kills in the pistol of Mirage. 1 kill, 2 kills in the 20 rounds that followed.
Malta has to run. Uh-oh.
Hang on now.
Yeah. How do you die from that far away to that? Oh my gosh, man, Zontix.
Huh?
He's
Speak much?
retrieved the M4, and he's gotten away with it, and there's no one with the armor to use it. And since he aims for the body, he's got to give it away, right?
Has to.
It's got to go to Donk.
Mind you, remember that 3 HP clutch he had yesterday? Turns out Zontix can aim for the head.
True. He can switch it up when he needs to.
It's a choice.
This is another sort of fake situation where Shirou is going to take a little engagement. He's probably going to try to make this sketchy.
Do what you can. Throw a grenade. Look for the headshot.
CTs are over here. B smoked, though, which is nice.
Lets him get closer. Sunpius on for some more easier kills. They're going to run boost? Yeah. Throw chop. Oh, no, they'll fail the run boost and just jump around the corners. And Donk will only get the one because Heavy God's here. Shirou with a chance at a second frag could make it real interesting suddenly.
10 seconds,
Heavy God got
God.
the kill. He knows he's down mid, but he's going to prioritize the save. That is the right thing to do, but it's the less exciting thing.
Yeah, I guess he doesn't know.
Oh,
he probably
Shirou.
assumed Heavy God just like got to the window, got the B or whatever.
That's fair.
Yeah, he's got a gun, he's got a molly. He's
Great
got
damage.
2 kills, yeah, lots
Honestly,
of damage.
great damage. If you're cheering for Spirit, that is. If you're a G2, it's a tough pill to swallow, but Desert Eagles paid off for the attack. Who knows what would have happened if the run boost had actually been pieced together? But what we know is that Sunpius had the support, and they mowed them all down.
Uh-oh. Oh, won't matter.
They do creep out through mid, though. Ooh, and the angle catches Donk off guard. Hey, Shirou also getting jumped on. Not every day you see these two players kind of frazzled by aggression, but G2 catch timing on both. And so, despite Spirit walking through the doorways for free, they get nothing from it. Another continuation of pistol and conversion.
Crawled up, went wide on that just to make sure he could displace the aim. Mobs goes down, but it doesn't matter too much. Still a 2-on-4 in this spot. Zontix 13 health. They would be able to get out long if they want to, but... Maybe if it was Donk sneaking out long, I'd have a bit more faith. Senpai says an op on this angle should be a guaranteed thing. Should be a sure thing.
Bomb chucked forward in the Zontix AK. Will it take the same swing for the same fate?
There's no sense in even trying it, is there?
Hope Sunpius misses. passes.
Oh, he can aim for the head.
Beautiful. When he has to, it's a choice. But with majority alive, G2 get that 4th round consecutive, save the op, and a CT side that's looking pretty strong because Chopper and Zwei still 0 kills so far.
Yeah. And those are the 2 main guys. I mean, back to last time they played Dust 2, it was Chopper and Zwei, yeah, but it was like also Zontix, I think. Well, see, that's mostly a CT side thing, you know. Maybe this makes it even worse, I'm not sure.
Op fight. They disassemble.
That would have worked out nicely for some Pius.
What are we up to, boys? It's weird because as the struggles go on, I just feel like there are moments where I feel like Spirit are just like less and less on the same page.
Agreed.
And I can't understand why that's happening more often as they have more time together.
Agreed.
But you're the guy that's supposed to make sense of things, Launders, so...
I mean, it doesn't really make sense to me. I don't know how it could make sense to them either, to be honest.
Just a weird growing pain.
Like, what can I say? I thought that, you know, this should work. I don't see anything like...
I just really want a solution. Or at the very least, an explanation.
It's called Tanir, I guess.
Maybe, at this rate. Who knows? Who knows what's going on behind the curtain? Behind the door, Hunter stands and waits for Zontix. You do get the drop down into the CT spawn with the long challenge simultaneous. Sunpius gonna get caught between players, but there's a bit of disjointedness, so he cuts down long first, and Hunter ends up catching one in spawn. No bomb plant prioritized here by Shirou. Now he's set ablaze. Oof, again the Deagle coming through from Shirou with the headshots, but majority alive and G2 5-0 CT start.
I'll say that the calling could definitely just straight up be better. We can say that objectively, no matter what.
Yep, agreed.
I think there is a system there that makes sense for setting up Donk. I think that's something that Chopper's always done very well. So give him tons of credit for that. And before, everything just looked more confident. You just had too many sacrificial players. You know, it's like, wow, they make so many sacrifices. But also, like, what other team has 3 players making sacrifices to that degree, right? It's such a top-heavy comp. Something wasn't looking right. Looking for upgrades maybe makes sense for sustainability, even if Donk is that good. You know, like, Zaiwu is also looking for #1 in the world, and yet his team are all eating. Right? They're all really getting a lot of frags and having massive impacts.
Yeah,
so.
we don't talk about Spirit as a team that could have potentially at some point had all 5 players in the top 20.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
never gonna happen. Ever.
Exactly. And you know, we're not even remotely close to that as the thing. So I think that the calling absolutely could be better. And I think we look at the last map, it's like, look, compare it to the Furia game, you know? We want to see comparable quality with way better calling. But look at the Furia game. The mid-rounding, the setups, and everything. And there's no excuse for Spirit. They've been together way longer. They have way more set stuff. They made one change.
So far.
So far.
Maybe that's a part of it, that weird limbo that they're existing in as the rumor mills swirl.
That's true.
You know, it's hard to really quantify something like that. It's the same reason like dead rosters can sometimes go on crazy tournament runs for the one-off after months and months of not finding success. You know, that's the weird psychological that is a layer of our game. That no matter how much we want to try to analyze and make sense of everything that we watch, you just can't really put that in a bottle. What do I know?
About what? Chopper and Zwei are so busted up about this roster move, they can't frag?
Yeah, it's weird, yeah.
They're just too sad?
I'm so broken up by this. I forgot how to click. Here comes Donk, though. If you're looking for a consistency, look no further. He'll catch Hunter's head on the ramp, and that's going to have the long players pinched in a moment. We'll see how long before Zontix activates, and we'll see how far Donk decides to go. Ooh, Malta's actually activating in the middle of all that, cutting away with a second and a third. There's the long player. Better late than never, but him and Chopper are gonna have to finish this one off.
And it looks like Mattis is jumping up. Maybe this catches him off guard.
Trying to swing wide to the site. Chopper goes into his duel in a position where Zontix cannot easily trade, and the bomb is not even planted for Zontix. He's got to cross over. Mattis is gonna stick this. Dude, Spirit falling apart at the seams there awkwardly.
Yeah, I mean, if Donk doesn't get every single kill, then
matter
it's
of the
over,
bigger
right?
picture.
Like, Donk comes up, gets the entry on ramp. Clean. No trade back. Then a second kill on long, too. And it takes until 15 seconds to get this bomb planted. More so.
And it's planted for Cat after you lose the op who's holding Cat. So you plant it for Cat when Cat no longer becomes safe.
Also, Chopper's picking a bad angle to wait to go for a swing. He's waiting to go for a swing, but you still gotta actually assume that you could get punished in that spot.
This smoke keeps getting closer and closer to falling off the door.
Yeah.
But it's still managing to pop before it does.
That's funny.
So, hey man, if it works. But I'm waiting for it to just
More
teeter
impressive
off.
every time. It's like Jenga. Six and 0, Chopper 0 and 6, Zway 0 and 6, Donk 666.
Huh? 7.
Oh, come on, you don't know his face it?
Oh, right. I thought we were reading scores. Now 9 and 6 with that double kill. So again, trying to tap back into what we had going last round.
But he didn't get every kill again, so they're in danger.
Uh-oh. If he doesn't kill all, there's no guarantees. Oh my god, man. Throwing nades and whatnot. You're offering so much health over. Good on Zway to jump on it, make sure this one goes down. But I'm trying to take a step back and think as a Spirit fan, and if that's the case, I'm still just not inspired by what I'm watching.
Yeah.
Now, I'm cheering for it if I'm a Spirit fan, but...
Yeah, it's hard to get excited when... Yeah, because we were just talking about this. Like, throughout history, we've seen plenty of teams. I think what makes Counter-Strike so awesome is that individuals can take over just as much as it's about the team. When it's just about the team, that can also be frustrating to play and to watch. It's nice to know you can bring the game into your own hands. That's what makes Counter-Strike awesome. But it's not fun to, like, cheer for a team that is only an individual, isn't a team. You know, you don't want to watch people
yeah, I think that's
get carried. You don't even have to do much.
Right. It becomes, you know, it does, I think it almost fractures your fan base in a way, in the way that, you know, there are people out there who will cheer for Nico regardless of what organization he's on.
Yeah.
You know, they cheered for G2 Nico, they will cheer for Falcons Nico, they'll cheer, you know, because maybe they were there for the Mouse Sports Nico, and you will cheer for him no matter what, but it almost creates an animosity towards the players that he plays with if they feel like they're being held back.
I have that, actually, with, like, Monasty's career. I've always just felt like, oh, man, I just want the best for him. I want to see him really flourish because, I don't know, maybe it's the movement, maybe it's just the way, how much he knows about the game. Like, he's just done so much and such, whatever. Same thing as Donk, same thing as all these other guys who are phenoms. But yeah, I think of them that they're on this time limit. Like, you're going to get a peak for a certain amount of time. If I don't see them actively harming their teammates' chances of in rounds and making them play worse, then I have to wonder why they're not doing the layup of just a little bit to contribute to the greater cause of, you know, winning games or winning rounds. It makes it harder to watch.
Well, this one's looking hard to play because Spirit are down to a 3v5. They'll equalize it as we mention it. And the Famas versus Donk picks up the duel. Good on Mobs.
Yeah.
Not an easy fight to take, especially versus that particular opposition.
Yeah. Through the molly with the Famas.
Versus Donk. But Chopper sees this as a chance to go join forces with Zontix. They're going to try to walk this down into the B site. And right now, with an active G2 in middle, there is a pocket of timing that Spirit could get away with. Heavy God is inbound. We'll see if Spirit just barely slipped the net. Oh, the headshot comes in from Chopper.
That's a big win.
Good presence of mind to keep that crosshair on the staircase just in case someone emerged. And now G2 will be kicking themselves because they left a lot of space in between them and this site. And remember, this was 5v3 G2. Dominate out of the gate of round 8. Now trying to close versus what's left inside site.
Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, neither player is covering the window. This late molly is actually massive.
Into the damage. Mattis down to 17. Chopper with a chance to clutch again. Fire burning on the window. He's waiting for the door swing. It's the tunnel player first to close that gap. Both to the left side. Chopper goes around and will kill neither. So good on G2. They almost just threw double man advantage, but they will survive with that same 2-player edge.
Yeah, he really had to wait for the door player. Like, with the window molly, he kind of just had to gamble on that, but a retake comes through. A couple of good kills from Chopper to bring this one close, but it's from a 5v3, so you'd expect G2 to be able to pull this back. Probably the guy on big box doesn't need to take the fight versus tunnels if that's all Chopper is watching, because he has to hold the door. I guess either way, you could take contact.
Looked like Donk was whispering secrets in the mic.
Incantations.
Well, crazy that this is all occurring in the face of the statistics. All those Dust 2 stats.
But the last time we watched Dust 2 was just as much danger with Donk, just like he was like bottom fragging for a while. Then he came back and he got 8 2Ks in a row and they won the game.
You ready for that?
This happens every game. And then you go, Donk's bottom fragging, what's going to happen? He'll never be able to recover this. You said that for the last 4 maps we've casted Donk at this event, and every single time he's got 8 2Ks in a row and won the game. Oh, it's 10 rounds in the game. Donk's bottom fragging. This never happened before. It's, oh my god, he's a loser. He sucks now. And then boom, he gets 8 2Ks in a row, and he's a stud.
No.
You got the memory of a goldfish. Yeah.
No, well, this time's different.
Why is this time going to be different?
This time's different. This time they're just going to lose, and Donk's not going to get 8 10Ks in a row.
Well, you know what? Psych, he's already top fragging.
Oh, God. Yeah, well. Spirit are actively putting cement in his boots. 2 kills for Chopper, 1 on Zwei.
Uh-oh. Don't beat that. Okay. Oh, he flicked.
If he didn't. What makes this one different is that Shirou is not right up there with Donk for once.
More kills to go around.
I see your snake oil for what it is. G2. 13-4. Hunter on his own with this one. Incendiary and frag. Oh, trying to get into ramp before it comes. Utility out, but fires a bit too late. Frag grenade barely does any damage, so not what he was looking for out of his nades. And Zwei and Donk will collect a kill apiece. Sunpius chance to shine with the op. Will lose his line of sight into the bomb site. Heavy guard though, element of surprise. More or less. Gets exposed by the nade, and Donk is there to clamp down on him. So there's their second. Sunpius wanted to be the difference maker, and he has at least followed through with...
This round's not over.
No. 3 kills for Sunpius. He threw his op away to grab the AK. What if Shirou misses? What if Ooh, what if he misses?
Oh my God.
We'll never know.
Holy.
If he misses that shot.
That bomb's getting defused.
Mm-hmm. But Shirou's right there when you need him. That's the kind of moment you see when like you're already winning 10-1 or something like that, and we kind of laugh it off and move along, but this is your second round win. Everybody rebuys except for Shirou.
Yeah, that would have been like Brokey versus Navi
Yep.
on Dust 2.
But look at the state it leaves G2 in.
Mom's got to be more careful in those 5v5s. Yeah, back on Mirage and here too. You know, there's something to be said about you feeling yourself, your star player, everything like that. You want to take your duels, but like sometimes it's just too raw of a 50-50 to risk it. No chance at a refrag in a lot of his deaths. One good scout shot ruins their day.
Shirou tagged low already. Does he really want to sign back up to that fight? Because it's not one, but two scouts here. Two scouts kind of nasty if you hold the same angle. But they lose Sun Pius, and he goes down without one.
Hit the
Nade for 1 point of damage. Heavy God just off the mark. Trying to close that gap. Zwei gets killed through the smoke on the crossover. Pistols looking to push through. M4 in the middle. That at the very least goes down. Scout still over smoke. That's what they needed. Heavy God connects. Another bit of impact.
Now the time's actually an issue.
And remember, Shirou down low from the get-go. Chopper's gonna try to cross this bomb over and then let Shirou cover from Plat. Oh, he's trying to reach for the AK, and he'll grab it.
A gun upgrade right now. He needs to prioritize the plant. Let's see if he can get down
7 seconds,
on single.
the only plant safe behind box, and he just walks right into Hunter's angle. So G2 win this one off the double scout. Whittling away Spirit, who remain... What? I saw what I think I saw, right?
You didn't see shit. No one saw a thing.
What is happening? Good on Spirit.
For what?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's good on you, bud.
Good on you, buddy.
Keep it up.
Keep trying.
Oh, man.
You know, we use that expression sometimes where like an opponent will drag, like you'll drag your opponent down into the mud with you. Feels like G2 were kind of doing that with this one. But I don't know,
I mean, they saw the scouts. You're going for long.
Yeah, but I don't think G2 are doing it by purpose. I feel like Spirit have just somehow kind of got stuck.
Oh, you're in the mud?
Yeah, they rolled into the mud themselves. And they can't really get out of it. Gonna open up smoke, expose 2, and take a chopper Mac 10 upside the head. Matt is trying to do it all, but him and Heavy God just one frag between them, so a nice mid to B split comes through for Spirit. Good on ya.
Yeah. See, Donk's gonna be just fine.
Donk is, but our Spirit, because, you know, we've been talking about Donk and Shirou as a two-man army lately. This one's feeling much more singular.
The thing is, though, it's not like, let's say, like a Case Rado or a Blame F or even like a Rops, where they're playing so late into the round, or like a Shirou or Brokey. Like, these guys can rarely actually win you the entire game by themselves because they're just too passive, like just straight up. Like, just don't take it of openers. But Donk's like high kill games are just so much more impactful than theirs because they just
win rounds.
Your opening kill has its own stat because of how often that leads to the round win. So his top fragging days are just beyond almost any other players. Being an entry fragger is the most impactful role that you can have to like top frag in, essentially. Yeah. Like, these 2 kills win. He's, every round, he's, you know, he's getting 2 kills on entries.
Boop, boop, headshot, coming out of B site.
Yeah.
See, you know, Chopper's kill to CT is nice and all, but it is straight up peeling the 2 players that could stop you from planting on B out of the round.
Yeah, I think the one thing, you know, they added round swing so that we could see who has impactful score lines. Right. But if you look at Donk's kills, you don't need to look at round swing. He kind of exemplifies like what, you know, the point is. You're not getting exit kills in his score line. Like, he might get those too, while he also has 35 kills or something, but in terms of least inflated, that's in terms of what KD, when KD actually tells the story. If Donk has high KD, your team is doing really well.
He only really gets those kills after he's earned the swing by getting the 2 that came before.
Yeah. He gets dessert, but because he always has the whole meal first.
Those are the rules. Gotta finish your plate. There's a lot on Donk's plate right now with the rest of his team kind of flailing around him.
They're taking so long on these Dust 2 rounds to make a T-side decision.
Again, like, just to get back to that conversation of,
and
like,
then they're going
Spirit.
into the stack again.
I've seen so much better from Spirit, and they just seem lulled into this not tier 1 state, but still out through middle with no resistance. You've got Donk dead, so everybody better pick it up. He's down with nothing. Sway does find 2 kills with the headshots. That is exactly what Donk did a round ago coming out tunnels. Now Zway gets his from window. So it is his round to shine. And all they have to do is keep Sunpius and Malbs out of the retake. 4 rounds on the T side. We'll see if it is enough. It's been strong starts to each half from G2 so far. This one carried forward with more momentum than the others. But by the end of it, we are still talking about Team Spirit and their instant headshots. So 4 is maybe par for the course once they switch, if they can win their first pistol.
Welcome to Masterclass. I'm here with Rops, and we're going to be going over ramp on Nuke. So I wanted to pick your brain on how you play this position, some of the starting spots, how you play this at such a high level. So thanks, Rops.
Oh, fantastic. Let's start. The first thing is, like, just the rotation part of the ramp is, well, you can give it up. You can go B, play the B bomb site, take a position here. Maybe they come after you, because sometimes the Ts, they want to take ramp, but they have an idea after what they want to do. Maybe they want to execute on B, or it's just for pressure and they go back to A or make a wrap around heaven.
Okay, so what about some of the best starting positions in your opinion? What do you go for in terms of starters?
Well, I think, you know, the classic thing is the utility. I like the CS2 smoke is very big, so I like to do a smoke which goes deeper. It covers like perfectly the doorway here. And one of the classic positions is just the headshot angle behind the box. It's a strong position, but I think just the meta has shifted a bit where the T's really, on a high level, they really clear this angle. I prefer not to play this too much. Just maybe for information, like, then yeah, we'll go for this and instantly drop down, and I can get a rotation to B. Maybe Zaibu, for example, my team will, you know, pick up the rotation here. And then like really off angles, which I like, would be like somewhere around here.
Oh, wow.
Because this, like, I have a green crosshair and the white kind of blends in.
Oh, yeah,
So
sure.
I like to have it just on this door frame here. And it's not really an angle which people clear that often. They look at this box here, and now they kind of swing for backup under heaven. So you kind of miss this angle here sometimes.
Say they have lower control already, you know that they're getting down secret.
Yeah.
What are the spots that you would like to play to just defend the B hit?
When I have time to rotate to B, so they might be in double doors or single door, I will try to always make it to this position here, which is really nice. This is like an angle where the guy actually has to jump up.
Oh, yeah.
So you won't see me as you go here, but you have to jump up. But yeah, if you go like this, it's gonna be an easy frag, guys. I'm gonna catch you jumping in transition. The T's have a reaction like, you know, just going crazy with the single door, like opening and then clearing the whole site like this. So this goes really fast and you can easily be caught by that. On B side, I think position also is, this is like an off angle here to hold the B hit, because you're kind of secured by all angles, but then again, you can peek everything. And again, if they strafe on you, it's really fast. So you have to be ready for everything.
Okay, thanks. Really appreciate it. And thanks, Rops, for joining Masterclass.
Thank you for having me.
Team Spirit flailing around a Dust 2 server at the moment, trying to keep Donk's godlike stats alive. But we've also had 3 for 3 pistols, G2, converted clean for momentum at the start of each half. And this time they really run away with it the longest. But we did have 6 rounds back and forth towards the end of this that gave Spirit something to stand on. You can't say this is the most inspirational Spirit you've ever seen, but it could still be enough to defeat G2 tonight. Let's see how this defensive half goes on.
Yeah, it's feeling a little bit like early 2024 Spirit, and yes, they've just made a change, so okay. It kind of just matters, I think, to them what the ultimate result is here. Like, are they winning this match or not? That's what they're worried about. Zwei, he's in a spot, again, tested. It's going to be so important for him to deliver. G2 coming at him hard.
Nice swing from Malbs. He gets a little bit labored for the follow-up, but Chopper's cutting him down. Him and Zontix, 3 kills inside A. Zontix gets another from just down beneath, but there was a gush and a follow-through. 1v3 queued up, and he closes.
Got it.
4 kills for Heavy God on the pistol. 4 for 4 on pistols in this series.
Yeah, and here's Heavy God, who's just been stand out in these 2 maps. Even though they couldn't pull off that last win, it was a close game, and his A-site performance was awesome. So shout out to Heavy God for this round to top off the 4 for 4 on pistols. And all with the 1-on-3, no less.
Double scout for Shirou and Donk. MP9 on Zontix. G2 have done a good job at converting all of these strong starts. We've got Spirit struggling on Dust 2 for once. Don't waste this chance, G2. London is calling. And Heavy God opens up versus Donk. That's exactly who you want dead first in these kinds of instances.
He gets tagged, and there's actually still another scout here. So it's another situation, just like for Spirit, where you don't want to play it too slow. You're kind of scared if it ends up being a long play. If you want to find a way to exec. The hard part is just getting close enough to the choke points that you can explode. That's the scary part about rounds like this. But they're running down the clock.
Sway gets ahead. Rob's a kill away. Scout's up in window. MP9 down. And so that scout gonna try to take a door peek next off the 5-7. Chopper jumping 5-7 attempts. Yeah, right. There's a lot of damage across the board, and so they could still mop up. A push into the bomb site with the bomb. Chopper trying to buy time, but he doesn't have time. He needs the kill to stop it. He tries to set up Shirou to his best ability. Challenge to the window, maybe. Flash thrown, Galil to AK. Sunpius comes in huge.
Okay, he plays it fast, just throws that flash. No plans for his opponent to actually dodge it. Just wants to make sure he has an edge. Just places the aim there, takes some damage for it, but wins the one-on-one. I mean, Chopper delaying is actually pretty great. You go for the early fight, and then the bomb just goes down sooner, most likely.
He delayed for long, and that was great, but I did think I felt like he hit that limit where, like,
I mean, at that point,
you gotta swing.
do you?
I thought.
I think, like, it's, you know, he's not watching the rest of the map. He just needs his teammates to finish up whatever they're doing so that Sunpius has now no choice but to run at him. But obviously, they're having a really awkward engagement with the op.
Scouts and pistols.
This works.
Shirou to top middle. Will take the instant kill, not looking to milk it for any more. Everybody else stuck into the tunnels at the moment.
That last round was one alive. Last round was already a 4v5. Right, it was a 5v4 in favor for G2. Last one, they played the clock down a lot. Test coming his way with the help of Shirou here. Shirou's got the opening kill and a great gun. Oh, they're going for a cat play. Looks like they're just trying to catch some kind of flank.
Ooh. Donk doesn't finish his food.
That'll be something. But look, Zwei can actually flank, so... Okay, timing's pretty good here for G2. I mean, they got a full split coming in.
So he activates the oh man, Zontic's double MP9, bomb dropped. Zwei through with the flank, catching him on the doorway, and Chopper's gonna have a back turned on Mattis.
I mean, why let your teammates die here? Oh my god, okay.
See what I mean, dude? Chopper is on something tonight, dude. Like,
oh look, he's got him pissed. He's got him pissed about that.
That's true, actually. If there's anybody who I think you can tilt
nice
off
Mattis
the face of the
every
earth.
time, yeah.
Earth.
The fact that Chopper could be having fun in this spot is, I guess... Sometimes there's no way to communicate that to your opponent unless you do something like this.
He's mad, dude. He's mad. Ooh,
yeah.
He wants to
Mattis.
Oh, he's pissed.
I do like it though, because like he always looks kind of mad, but he never looks like he never freaks out.
Right.
Like Zwei was like,
yeah, taking his headphones off, rubbing his
head like an 8-ball, like
pulling his hair out.
Yeah, it was crazy. Or like when Exertion like hits himself, and then it's like, don't do that.
Yeah.
You know. Mattis just looks like slightly tilted the whole
Although we
time.
did hear that like earlier G2 timeout where it was like, hey man, I can tell you're getting quiet. I bet you're getting frustrated.
Yeah, that's just funny because it doesn't sound like it's your own coach talking to you about that.
It's also funny because he gets knifed and then they take a timeout.
That's like one guy in the crowd trying to make you more mad.
I would love to hear if G2's coach comes through just now and goes, all right, listen, man, I know you just got knifed, but we're going to need you to just remember we're leading 10-5.
Oh, they missed it.
Like Mattis is a ticking time bomb.
They missed it.
And Shirou's going to punish for it.
Now they're going to be really frustrated a little bit.
Donk just gets naded for 20 damage.
24 damage. Zwei has to figure this out, man. Zwei cannot play long. He just cannot play long. He does the exact same thing every single round. He just can't do it.
Are you going to tell him, or?
He just can't be there.
Someone gonna,
I don't know if I've ever seen him have a good round in this spot at this point. He is actually struggling so much.
He flanks sometimes. That works out.
Yeah, that's...
His flanks have...
Yeah, that is the only time.
Been okay. But the holds... Not his wheelhouse. G2 go quadruple Desert Eagle into tunnels. And we get Donk, who was tagged earlier by a team nade.
Oh my gosh, what was that?
Zontic swings it, 1 kill. Donk, okay, you're lucky he's on your team. Triple kill as they try to push out through the flames.
That swing was so crazy. What was that swing for?
I don't know. See, like jokes aside, we kind of said it in the halftime where we're trying to make sense of what this, fall off from Spirit goes. And just to identify, like, we are getting into the late hours of the evening online Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
And I do think that has a factor. Like, let's just address it. It is.
Yeah,
it is online CS at nearly midnight.
I've seen Zwei in the middle of the day miss like that.
Okay, sure, but like all of
land.
the weird things, all the weird things coming through. Surely you may see it on land sometimes, but it feels like it's just being magnified across all the players.
Yeah, for sure.
Spirit aren't used to these conditions, and I don't know. I'm trying to find excuses. I'm trying to find explanation in a world of uncertainty.
No, I think you're right. I think for sure.
Nobody plays their best CS online at 11 p.m. Fact. I don't care who you are.
ZywOo in 2020.
Yeah, okay, maybe. I feel like ZywOo's bedtime's like 9:30 though. Shirou finds Heavy God top mid. Make sure you shut it down. This Glock crawl that's going on. Yeah, I just try to find these excuses now because it's like I feel like I was getting very judgmental.
Yeah.
And maybe it's
I think we're onto something though, for sure. I think if you're watching this game and you don't see what we see, I think it's a little disingenuous. It's not like we're looking for reasons to
Poke fun and poke holes in
yeah, definitely not, you know. I think there's
I'm here to watch the Cologne champions.
we'll hear the
Team
desk
Spirit.
say the exact same thing.
Hopefully. Hopefully. And some other stuff.
Yeah.
But right now, it is the recovery for Spirit. I think if Spirit just get this game over with, even if it is not pretty, because it's not pretty, just get this, in their minds, I'm saying, they just are looking to get this over with.
Yeah.
We'll see you in London in a better form. I think truly that's in the back of their minds.
For sure. They kind of know it's all about playoffs. They also know they're up a map. And it does help for G2, like winning 4 pistols, you know, it made the last map feel a lot closer. It makes this one feel like more of a lead.
That alone has made Spirit's night so much more difficult.
Yeah.
The pistols and all the conversions. But here's the Zwei attempt at holding long again. Falls back with flashes coming at him and nobody behind to help at all. He's got to give a lot of real estate just to stay alive, trying to smoke them off. Donk's going to find the Hunter kill. They expose the crossover, but it's a headshot out of Malbs. Good on him. He's going to try to climb into their smoke. Oh, it falls down too far.
Looks like Donk's still suspicious of it, doesn't want to trust it.
Comes through.
How did he get that spray? My goodness.
Zontic's one and done, as was Donk. 2 versus 2. And a bomb plant safe, tucked into the boxes. Our player lets a lot to be desired. And
Chopper.
so it is Chopper and Spirit to test that smoke, and Mattis is about to jump.
That's really funny. Oh man, Chopper has got it together for this CT side, that's for sure. I can't believe Donk got the spray kill on ramp. Might have just been in that first burst anyway. Ooh, Heavy God. That's an upsetting moment for Heavy God because he's been doing so well too. Hey man, that's Mattis Vincier, born to win. Don't get it twisted.
You were right about Donk, by the way. He's 22 and 15.
And honestly, so much impact.
Yeah,
it's like
tons.
an absolutely absurd amount of impact.
Even this last round, catching Hunter, you saw how opening up Catwalk opened the door for all the rest of Spirit to run out.
Like the number of opening kills and 2Ks. And yeah.
And a 2-round game now. With a half buy for G2 as Spirit close the gap.
Those are some pretty solid opportunities for G2. Those doors have closed. Now they've got to try to pull this out on a half buy. It's not a full investment. Set stuff, I think where they can do some of the most impressive plays, to be honest.
And to be smoked and Chopper coming down from A to get into it. It's just him versus Mattis down towards middle. Here comes the pack. Donk sees the grenades, just lets it rip. And they didn't have vision to fire back. Chopper catching the mid kill means it's all in tunnels. Tech9's gonna get the one.
Oh, Chopper got
Chopper
that.
very swiftly on the scene, slides up, kills Mattis, peeks window, helps out. And that is 5 consecutive for Team Spirit now.
And again, half buy, so we're going to have the buyback immediately in response here for the T side. It's a set tactic, full B play. Donk kind of plays that in a really smart way where he's like, I think some people don't calculate a whole mag in terms of time.
Sure.
Right? And if you're holding down the left side of tunnels and you don't think anyone's crossed and you go for that spray and you need to delay your 4 seconds or whatever. Oh, how'd that miss? What the?
Shirou's off sometimes. It's a bent barrel.
I love when he looks at he like picks up his mouse and looks at his sensor.
Ooh. The bullet left.
It's a big chance. Oh, Ooh, they want to go in front of this. Oh, Zwei
Shot.
saved it.
Very key moment here for Zwei. But Chopper dies in the mid-doors fight, and so man advantage maintained. Zwei's low, lets it rip, utility comes over top. Donk is coming back from long at the moment. Zwei delays just long enough. Burned into the open, but a Hunter double, denying Donk any impact here in round 20. Could be the door open for G2, but Zontix to a clutch. Drive-by from Mattis.
Okay.
Late after 5 rounds of wins from Team Spirit, but better late than never. G2 make this one ever closer.
No, again, they saved for this. They made a good round of it, too. They've got a 2-round lead, 2 away from actually closing this map out. So, honestly, in those streaks on the way back, there were some clutch moments from Spirit players, including Chopper, to actually close those rounds out. Now a couple of misses, and G2 are ready to punish. A last timeout is called here for Spirit.
Hits the barrel.
But, like, it didn't hit him at all. That barrel doesn't absorb.
The lip of the barrel is extra dense.
It might be something crazy like that.
Here we go. Sunpius to long, dead at Shirou. There you go. Nothing to hide behind, huh, buddy? Huh?
No barrels around this time. Oh, that actually kind of sucks for Sunpius.
Shirou back to mid as well. Hunter thinking he could get ahead without the op in mid, but Shirou was very rapid in his reposition.
Is a full revenge tour now.
Yes, sir.
And this is just going to be some kind of elongated save where you put a little pressure, you pretend you're going to go for it. Unfortunately, you got a big job on your hands at this point in the game here. Malbs and Heavy God. There's not too much money for Spirit, so maybe they let you live.
Can try to run it back towards long if you'd like. But weapons too much.
Oh, they actually going?
I wouldn't think so.
I'm actually shocked they would try
they're
this.
Sitting on 3 rounds of loss bonus. Hunter's got 3,500 in the bank. No, they'll let this one slide in the next 30 seconds. But that doesn't mean Spirit are going to let it slide.
I guess they came back to look for Sunpius's op, is what observers were trying to hint
The
right
hunt
there.
has begun.
But it's gone.
Oh, that's
great.
I feel so bad. For
Do you have to, though? Because he switched. Might he switch?
But we're just seeing him so frustrated. He's just been frustrated. He's had his head in his hands. It's just he's not having a good time. And well, it is his fault.
Yes.
That one's his fault. But I can still feel bad.
Yeah, you can still feel bad.
I can feel bad, and I do. But it is his fault.
I feel bad when it's unlucky.
See, look.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He does have like sad puppy dog eyes.
He
He's
does,
not having
he
a good
does.
time.
That's true.
Like, I don't know if your W is frozen or something, but we should play the game, no?
Yeah, we should.
Okay, can we fuck them now?
Right to the point. Hey, they're this close.
Yeah. Is your W key frozen or something?
Wow. I would love to hear that from my coach. That would get me hyped up. Because I'm always down to rush.
Well, let's see if it happens, because it's a solo AK for Hunter. Chopper with plenty of bodies ahead. Bare bones utility for G2. Chopper's pushing through this. Oh, what a madman! And he gets away with it!
Wow. But there's still 2 kills on the other side of it.
M4 picked up for Malbs. Shirou's gonna try to pick his timing. Missed shot. He wants to get into cover ASAP.
Ooh.
And he will dive down into it around the corner. Donk is fast on the flank.
What?
Oh, and he catches Hunter jumping up. Malbs comes through with another. This is that whole W mentality that gets them into A, but Donk and Zontix pop their heads off.
Damn, just like that. No chance.
11 rounds all. They almost make something of that solo AK, but I can't believe.
Chopper phased that smoke.
with no flash or anything.
No, I mean, well, if you're gonna phase
Look
it,
at this.
why tell people? Yeah, that's mental. Worked out, happy style.
But, I mean, come on. There we go. G2 playing Counter-Strike. W key is not frozen. Mobs runs through multiple players, gets the frag.
You know,
Do
instead
it
of
again.
a coach negotiating with you emotionally, like, come on, guys, let's communicate and stuff. I like that Saw just calls him out, and on a very, like, macho level
Straight
is
up
like,
level.
what are you
What?
guys scared of?
What?
It's kind of, it also just, it enables them to have fun with it now, too. It's
Sure.
not even about follow the strat, detailed and perfect. It's
No.
like, open up, man.
Come on, hit that W key.
Yeah, enjoy yourself here a little bit.
What is it, cold in here? You shriveled? Get in the game. And right now, there's space to be taken in mid and cat. Look at Spirit, maybe, you know, sensing this certain rambunctiousness from G2, just kind of leaning back ever so slightly so you don't run into what is potentially going to be another 4 or 5 player rush. Like what? Oh my God.
Man, they're collecting those like you collect golf balls.
They're free if you find them. Chopper, sitting on a wealth of utility, is just going to keep this smoke, molly, flash, frag, flash, smoke, molly, molly, frag, flash, molly.
It's the damn Konami code.
And it could be the cheat code that gives Spirit a 12th. But in middle, Mattis opens, and they're still going to try to come through into
That
the scope
nade.
of Shirou. Utility damage is good, but Shirou missed one. And that one missed shot could be the invite into the A site. Oh my God, a re-aggression out of Chopper.
Chopper's been insane so far. CT side, Mobs could change it.
Okay, he gets the one in the back. Drop, Heavy God, fake plant. 25 seconds. A potential climb up from Shirou, but he opts to go over towards Zontix. They double up on the ramp. Heavy God gets into the cover, but
Peeling
they're gonna
back.
know. I mean, there's such a limited possibility as to where he could get off to.
No.
You'd think they don't forget about this corner. No, they won't. Zontix ends it, and Shirou, effectively hiding along that wall, is watching Chopper rampage in front of him and Sway take the bullet behind.
Well, it's every little bit from the teammates now that matters. Donk goes down, no kill. Chopper, a second frag into CT spawn. Incredibly important. Heavy God tries to get the instant trade, and then Shirou as well. Put in a tough spot having a combat Ott, makes the adjustments with his op.
Back-to-back buys for G2, but it's overtime or bust.
Whoa.
A missed chance at first blood down mid.
Well, that was a big opportunity. Almost neutralized Donk 2 rounds in a row. Trying to mess up that handsome scoreline. Deny any impact. And we've got a very unique defense here on the A site. I think this really sort of helps out with, instead of Zwei just sitting on the angle at long, coming up
Agreed.
with a new way of... Now he's kind of a rotator in a spot where they're watching both choke points, but he can be way more active, which I feel like he just needs.
Shirou moving around with Sun Pius trying to get into an angle.
This has been a key head-to-head.
Yes, sir. It's going to be critical again in the final round of regulation. But Sun Pius is kind of... Oh, he sees him. Dead to rights.
Oh, okay.
Shirou down with nothing. And will that open up Zwei to find his impact? But bad Molotov into the smoke. Flash behind it. Zwei just taking a chance. There's 2 players on the other side, and
What?
he puts the crosshair off the mark. This is falling apart for Spirit.
All right.
Popped by Mattis, who last round neutralized Donk, and this time comes in with the double headshot. But, I mean, Shirou getting caught in a position where he's a sitting duck. Chopper wasting utility as he throws fire into smoke. Zwei minute adjustment off the crosshair as the smoke is fading. I mean, each of those A players just make a glaring error and open the door for post-regulation play. It felt like Spirit, after losing all the pistols, after letting G2 get all the conversions, we're finally just gonna put this one in, but now instead, we're going beyond round 24. Zontix, late to the party. Bomb pops no matter what. This is all fluff. We need overtime on Dust 2. It finally happens. G2 finds the W key.
Yeah, they found the W key. They got the round they're looking for. It was not without tons of mistakes out of Spirit, like you said. Here's obviously the most egregious one for Shirou, thinking he's super safe on an angle, but that's too easy of a find for Sunpias. And then this moment, I mean, this could just been handled so much better. I think Chopper makes a massive mistake by trying to molly a smoke, but Zwei doesn't make it better by trying to pepper shots through the smoke when he could have just been incognito for a moment, doubled up with Chopper in that spot, had a better chance to get a kill. There was no flash coming in behind him, you know, after he made that presence, so there was no trap being set. Maybe everyone needs to be in overtime right now to wake up a little bit.
Again, bad incendiary right on the edge of the smoke. Back-to-back rounds, not ready for the sprint outwards. It's gonna be the B anchors, no support. Window duel for Donk, looking messy. Half the mag gone. Matt is finding form.
How'd he do that?
Snaps it into Zontix, and in these last few rounds, Mattis is coming up big with the impact.
Yeah, he's bringing that scoreline up. That's a crazy couple of kills. I think he's really fighting through that, you know, CS2 smoke to find out where Donk is from the tunnels. That's a great move by him. You can hear Donk shooting at his teammates. They can't get the kill. Chopper tried his hardest to rotate over, but only got a headshot. Didn't finish off the frag.
And bad incendiary again. Threw it into the door smoke. It allows for the T to rush out on him.
He's playing rock, paper, scissors, but has the rules wrong.
He's just hitting himself in the head with the rock.
Just lighting his hair on fire.
Can't figure this game out.
Rock, is this true? Oh, yeah, oh, that's so sick, actually, by Mattis. Really well done here. Oh.
Making a sculpture of that smoke grenade.
He just knew the exact setup from that first kill, too. That's awesome.
Ooh. Ancient
That,
beckons.
you know, fair play. Of all the things we've seen, that was just pure skill. Great round out of Mattis.
It's really cool that off of that pause, when Saul just says, what, do you guys want to play Counter-Strike or what?
Yeah.
And they are now. G2 tapping back into it. Mattis with some late game impact. Nothing here for Shirou, and the longer this game goes on, the more mistakes Spirit are making. Chopper out in the open.
Yeah.
Just gunned down before he can desperately jump into cover.
Big Chopper just mollied CT spawn. Oh.
Longer this game goes on, the better G2 look and the more mistakes Spirit make.
Yep.
There's no sugarcoating it. They've also not run into Donk in the overtime rounds.
Is this going to be the best tac pause so far?
Maybe. I mean, when you consider, like, let's sit up straight and talk game for a second. This is playoffs on the line over a team that you tried to challenge at Bounty and lost to.
Mm-hmm.
You took their map pick away from them. You're going into a map. If G2 close this, you are going into a map where you have already beaten Spirit when they looked better a week and a half ago. There is nothing stopping you from genuinely qualifying to a big stage. And if it's all about getting new reps in for a guy like Mattis, etc., that's what's on the line here. Huge chance in front of G2. They're finding form while we watch Spirit flop around in the server these last couple rounds. So they'll take their overtime timeout, and we'll see if Hallie can get the same kind of impact that Saw was able to muster up late in regulation.
If Shirou's going to take that risk of shoulder peeking for info and then re-peeking, he has to guarantee the shot. He doesn't do that. He does that. He does die to Sunpias that previous round over on A. And as much as, you know, he's the guy who makes maybe the least mistakes after Donk, there's now a magnifying glass on those moments as this game goes on. He too has a great score line and lots of impact this game, but
Double op.
Yeah, okay.
Donk gonna bring it out.
Yeah, he's been using this a lot late in the game on Dust, too.
Sunpius and Mattis down. Good aggression into tunnels.
Yeah, they relied a lot on that one flash.
No defensive smoke or anything like that. G2 can't help but take a look.
All right, this is where, you know, Zway's in a spot. He's looking for one. He has teammates on A, but they can't really help him with the walkout.
Sitting and waiting for the approach. He'll get his headshot on Mobs.
Nice.
While Heavy God may trade out, this is 2v5, 1 kill in, and a secondary op over here towards the A site, but they're both letting him get close and neither watching. There's no eyes on long.
No one's watching.
Somebody just died on your team
What the-
on long. Only now does he turn over and he gets caught awkwardly in that transition. Doesn't even try to pop up to shoot. This is a gift given back to G2. 15 on the line. Zontix arrives. The success that worked at B has come here to bail out an A site that just keeps making mistakes. Hunter, looking for late game impact, needs to cross this Donk op.
He won't shoot.
And he will just when the time matters. Donk will close it, but that's 4 kills from the B players while the A site struggles continue on.
That's actually mental that you don't... I don't even know it's for... How could you forget? I mean, it's not even a forget thing, right? Like, this just happened. It's not even like he ran up long. He's in a 2-on-4 situation, taking the smallest risk of coming up and still jiggling angles, and it's just totally off the radar to Spirit in that spot. There's a chance where that maybe got scary a little bit, but luckily for Spirit, that B site hold kind of took care of half the job.
It's like Shirou did just turn right at that moment, but it's like, guys, you need to be much more worried about it.
Yeah.
You need to have been worried
Yeah.
about it 7 seconds sooner.
Yeah, when you have that many more players, the huge advantage is that you have more things covered. So you can't, you know, there's less chance you get shot in the side of the head. And G2 they'll go from the tech pause right into their timeout here in overtime. And that's one tactic that kind of fails, but no big deal.
Chopper trying to get in before the round goes live. Open that up and there could be an op on you. T-side failed Spirit back in regulation. 8-2 was the lead at one point. Nice Molotov.
Tough one to throw.
True. Luckily for them, nobody behind the doorway. Smoke over towards Hunter. He's gonna try to slip the net. Ooh, he picks up Chopper. It's a Zway trade. 2 B defenders ready to go. Mattis, he's able to drop Donk with no impact, and when Donk goes down, so do the likelihoods of Spirit winning rounds.
Yeah, they're kind of frozen in place.
Heavy
This
got
spray's
good spray, and the approach from Zontix denied. So it works out. Donk dead and 15 for G2.
Mattis is a guy you can rely on right now. Hunter, very lucky to get his kill. Pushed through the smoke. I think he expected to be there first, but that wasn't the case. They're coming through the exact same time. And now the win is very real.
It feels like Mattis is the player who has benefited the most from that Saw timeout. Late in regulation, through overtime now as well. Kills in abundance. 2 map points to extend into Ancient. We'll burn the midnight oil if we need to decide who the 6th and final team is to step on the stage in London. Aggressive state from G2 this round. Mattis looking to couple with that lower tunnel aggression. He's got a teammate right behind him, and they're gonna clear out Zontic's first death. Donk fighting to try to get both back, but at least one escapes into B.
Yeah, I love the game plan here for G2, the way that they tried to help Sunpies out of lower. In an emergency, the double upper push. But Spirit had a lot of people on it. They could afford to lose Zontix. Now, Sunpius misses 53 damage, and he gets taken out by Shirou. Heavy God with the split. Can he stop it? That nade to take out Donk will help.
All right, 3v3 regardless. Heavy God awaits for the cross. Smoke grenades for Shirou and Chopper. You'd think one would throw it. Still hanging on. They both double smoke, man. The mistakes just continue. And Heavy God sees it as an invite to spray through his 3 health, making a hell of a difference. 23 frags to his name. Bomb plant here for Chopper. Flash over the window. Heavy God dives and dies. Shirou, at least cleared out, pushes Chopper to a low likelihood clutch. We're going to a third. A map that they have already defeated this very same Spirit on weeks ago is what separates G2 from this. Saw's timeout worth its weight in golds.
There we have it. G2 find their way to stay alive, to fight against what looked like unstoppable Donk, but we saw mistakes from...
Again.
Yes.
Everybody watched the same game as us. Yeah. Zwei, the last time he had a performance that bad, he said it was probably the best or the worst half that he's ever had. He did that again.
Yep. Which one was worse?
I think it's good that he can fess up to it, but nothing's changing so far.
No, sir.
But it's not Dust 2 anymore. It's not Ancient. Mirage anymore. It's Ancient.
It's Ancient.
It's a new place to play.
I don't do this all the time, but I'm going to call it Hunter's Pistol. They're going to go Red Room, wrapping around into A-site mode.
Oh, there you go. It is. That's the one that...
It's the one he loves.
They did it versus FlyQuest. It worked so well. Okay, I love it. Let's see if it happens.
Ooh, some pious cave
dude.
Kill. Double cave kill. Okay, taps it off.
Wow.
I mean, he's had 3 strong starts. I'm going to call it already. 3 strong starts. On Mirage, it instantly fizzled out, but he did continue to follow through over and over.
No, he started to kill Shirou. He started to take out Shirou on Dust 2.
Donut. I like this more because when they go for that Red Room CTA wrap, that's usually I find they get weird in the post plan.
You could have been totally right.
Oh,
they just didn't have to do it because they got killed.
Sure. Yeah. Well, Zontic slides out through Temple, and that is where Hunter is going to end him. G2 know damn well they can win this map. Retake inbound, Zwei 1v3 gets tagged down low to 35. Uh-oh, don't get knived. There's been a lot of knives flying around in the server tonight, but it is indeed G2 with the T-side pistol. That is
London is on the line.
5 for 5 in the pistol rounds.
Damn, that's a crazy stat. And if it wasn't 5 for 5, the series would probably be over. That much we know. But if you're going to pull off the upset, pistols are such an important part of that. G2 put a focus on it. They delivered on it. And they even have a 1v3 in there from Heavy God back on Dust 2.
Damn right.
So they've earned this 5 for 5. And also they convert it. They always convert.
There's Malms with a wild Galil spray. Donk trying to pre-fire the corner. There's a third player cut out. Ooh, there's that top ledge peek, and Mattis on the recovery. Now, Mattis, I think, was the one who benefited from the Saw kick in the ass more than anybody else. He got late game impact for real on Dust 2. And he is right there now, 3-0 start in a round where things could have gotten even crazier out middle. It's going to be G2 to convert it again.
Agreed. He clearly woke up the most, I think. And we looked at how many kills that he got, and he was playing from behind all the way up until those last few rounds. But the B-side defense, the 2Ks that he put down, I mean, it was a great display. I think since Mattis has joined the team, we've seen a couple of rounds that really show his ceiling. Like, he does add to this team, I think, in terms of everything that they're looking for. The style of play, the level of aim, like, he matches what Malbs brings in a lot of ways. I think the utility that Hunter brings as a rifler in a lot of ways. It feels like a great fit. But still looking for the consistency is the only thing.
That's kind of all of G2 as they've gone on this journey of trying to upset versus better and better opposition. We praise them for slamming home wins versus lesser teams. But you can't help but put them under the microscope when they flail in the face of, say, Mao's CT side on Ancient. We know Mao's on Ancient are a high caliber team, but that T side at this event specifically, again, 11-1 CT side for Mao's because of utility usage more than anything. G2's T side just kind of fizzled out in the face of nades. We'll see once we get there, because it's pistols yet again. No utility for Spirit. Just some brave souls trying to sprint at this G2 who instantly take over lane. And Sunpius exchanging positions with Zway is looking to keep majority alive yet again. They're thinking there's gotta be another piece getting up in our grills, but it is Chopper from the other side of the map trying to pull off a flank. He could blindside somebody, but Malbs is watching. Yeah, insta headshot, 4 stand tall, 3-0 start. G2 bringing the challenge out of the gate.
You gotta love it, man. The fact that they can start this strong every single step of the way, and the fact that it brings them a map already in this series. This is excellent, positive signs, and it keeps the mood down on Spirit, right? Never lets them go, all right, now's our time. Every time you start off a half this way, it's like waking up to someone dumping water on your head. You know what I mean? Your day is ruined.
Yep.
It's sandbagged already. Like, you're to come back from that takes a special level. Someone's got to tell a great joke, and they don't have magics anymore.
And every missed grenade's just going to be like a soggy reminder that if anything, even if Spirit lose, which would not be a good scene to witness for their sake, but even if they lose, just minimize the mistakes. Make it a better game of Counter-Strike. At least 10 missed grenades throughout Dust 2.
Is this going to be the farewell game for Zontix?
Who knows?
No. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking everything with a...
That would be... I'm just saying, you know, if it happened,
yeah,
that'd be sour.
At that point, he should have... I mean, I'm taking everything with Spirit with a grain of salt. I have no clue what's actually happening with this team.
Yeah.
I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't know what can be believed when you're watching it unfold, etc. Time will tell. Heavy God awaiting some kind of an action down ramp. He gets what he was looking for, and he takes minimal damage in return.
Just love rumors.
Yeah, you do. Gossip girl over here. Zway's gonna try to get the ramp fight going. He doubles back to sight. As they're trying to chase down Shirou, he strikes. But Shirou, that is crazy. Looking to emerge around the side of the smoke as Donk was still a couple steps back. And Donk doesn't get the Heavy God kill right away. In fact, Heavy God takes his head off. Man advantage in a clutch. Zontix on the scene. Both players corralled behind the pillar.
They're going to double swing the other way.
He makes loud steps. They know. They slide right out, and this streak of rounds keeps going. 4 in a row for G2, and there were fights being taken on Spirit's terms there. The push through smoke on short, that walk up from Donk before Zontix is ready to trade.
Yes.
Both moves they decide on, and both moves that come up empty-handed.
And you kind of brought it up. If they were on point, Shirou making that push, he does that sometimes, and it works. Right now, it's not. And so if it's not, that's why you have to have that different level of game that you can go to. That's a little safer.
Adapt or
also,
die.
If Donk is going to get frustrated, you still want to be able to double swing with Zontix. Either Zontix speeds up or he slows down. Either way, work together, you can win that round. And if it's frustration that's making you do that, I'm sure it's winning the round that's going to solve that.
So take a second. Breathe. Get Hallie on the line. Hunter approaching cave, traded out by Zwei. That's the one ump and still 2 MP9s elsewhere on the field. They're looking to run over, try to help out, but Donk just sprints in. Straight up sprints in with an SMG. Unbeknownst to him, I suppose, players already out ramp. He had written off the possibility of it. Starting to feel like Spirit want to speedrun this third map and in the wrong direction.
Yeah. Well, it was one good trade from Zwei this round, and then a bunch of good kills from G2.
Mistime clear bottom middle. Zontix comes in with the trade frag, but that's all he's gonna get. I don't believe there's a kid on the round, so...
Should I look up Donk's ancient stats? To see if we can...
Well, Vu had that crazy stat at the pregame where versus Malbs, Donk is the lowest or second lowest rated player. But
yeah,
I know that also taps into Nico's time on G2.
Yeah, that was just kind of lying.
Kind of, yeah. Like Vu's kind of lying.
Yeah.
You'd accuse him of lying, and he'd be like, well, actually...
Vu's an omitter. It's the same thing, even worse. It's more insidious. Yeah. So, yeah. Nico was the counter to Donk.
Malbs rode those...
But you know what, actually? You know what? Maybe he wasn't lying, because Nico was bad at mid.
True.
So I don't know if it was only in those games where he was killing...
Look at this, man.
Yeah. I just saw someone on Twitter made a GIF out of the red light room that he was in, where he like faded back. It was really... It's actually great. It was kind of artsy. Unfortunately, I don't think Donk sees it that way right now. I think right now he's just in the abyss. Wondering why he's getting 30 kills and losing maps.
Right.
There's only going to be so many times where he goes, I love my team, I love my team, I love my team. And it's like, team, help.
These are prime hours for Nikitola.
For Nikita, this is default.
It actually feels like I'm playing premium now. I really not joke.
That's good.
That's how you know
funny.
you still got gamers on G2.
I love it, yeah.
Prime hours.
Prime hours. Default. Oh, the reverse nade!
If his Spirit aren't already having a bad time, you bombard the flying Zontix and then kill Donk with nothing.
They've been murked.
That's a drop kick to the chest of the mid play. Mattis is in Iowa on the other side of the map as they try to just burst their way into the A site. Zwei and Chopper double up on lane. They line up. Chopper getting wild, takes a bullet to the face and a block out of Hunter to close this.
Okay.
Should we throw in the Should we throw in the towel for them?
Can we do that? I don't know if we can. Doctor stoppage?
Are we the doctors or is Malbs?
Yeah, true. Malbs MD. That wouldn't be fair though. If he could choose. Whoa. Damn. Hey, those are the money makers.
That's when the door opens. Are you winning, son?
Oh man.
No. No, they are
Those
not.
are great nades.
Fast, full-blown execute. The tempo is electric. It's lively. You know, there's life on one side of the server. There's barely a pulse on the other. They are getting owned.
They almost won this series like 15 minutes ago.
They're not being beaten. They're not being tested. They are being owned.
Like, when did we just play 7 rounds?
Whoa. Three weeks ago, G2 took a swing at Spirit and lost that series by 2 rounds on Mirage. Could have been a 2-0 if they didn't rob away Ancient. Spirit wanted to play G2 on Ancient 2 weeks ago at Bounty. Their choice.
Maybe they've won the more important game. Maybe, if they can close.
7-0 the start. Chopper 1 frag. Donk on 3. Another. Oh no, this is okay. This is. That was almost fake news.
Looks how you generate power in a golf swing. It's beautiful.
Okay, Mohawk. This isn't about you right now, Launders. That's actually a technique I learned the other day.
It's really dropping the club into the slot there.
No, that's just an angry monster of a Counter-Strike player.
Mad. But you know, getting mad works. You said it already with Nico. Smack that table in one.
Oh, Donk's got to hit G2 harder than he's hitting the desk at the moment. Damn, dude. Chopper pummeled by utility. Mattis into the action. Try to track them as they spray through the other side. This is a 4v5 recovery from G2 for an 8-round
Oh, he's going to hit something again. That's a great shot.
Donk slaughtered. Zwei and Zontix nowhere to be found just yet. Smoke fades and they'll try their damnedest, but they're going to get cut off by the top ramp play. Hunter thinking about taking up an angle. This smoke grenade actually cuts Mattis off for the moment. Oh, 93 damage through the cave spam. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, damn near done it.
They tap bomb to try to elicit a reaction. Hunter burns off a few seconds. 8-0 T-side.
Crushing. Great shots again. It's a quick kill from Donk and then a headshot, but outdone by the AK. Nicely done by Heavy God.
Spirit are cooked, man. Starting to feel like this series ended on Dust 2.
How are you going to go up against all this fun?
Prime gaming hours for Heavy God. He said, it feels like I'm playing Premier. And it's starting to look like the score he's probably used to. Another round where it is SMGs at best for Spirit. Wow, deleted.
Oh, they're just getting better. Now they're making Spirit look like FlyQuest, right?
Yep.
Like they are matching the aim to the opponent, which they really couldn't do before. Kept getting humbled by these teams that were higher up in the ranks. But it looks like the rubber has met the road here for G2.
Good flash to chase into the corner, and they'll clear him. Hunter double.
They're playing it together.
Pius confirming. Both players found out. 5 stand tall, 9-0.
9-0.
Open console disconnect.
9-0.
Let's call this a day.
I don't think... You know what? I'm going to disagree. Brave, but I don't think they should do that.
No?
I think it's 9-0, you know?
That's true.
Every hole's a new hole.
Okay, stop. Enough.
Go back to the crib, you know, G2. Just go back to the setup.
Stop, dude. I don't even know who you are anymore.
We're playing tomorrow morning.
I've been playing Counter-Strike if I had a computer. I don't want to go outside. Launders makes me play golf.
No, but genuinely, it's a new round, and that's the whole point with Counter-Strike. 3 rounds to get left in this half. Dust 2 literally happened 10 minutes ago. There's still team spirit. They should still be able to say that they can mentally reset.
No, this isn't team spirit. I don't know who this is.
Damn.
Here we go. There we go.
Team spirit, baby. Zontix.
At least the one. One player has emerged from the shell that was Team Spirit, and it's the one they're gonna cut. Donk comes wide, headshot on Mattis to the top shelf. Donk feeling inspired, hits the ground with just the one frag. If only Heavy God had a bomb. 3-round CT side, best case scenario. They'll at the very least get the one. It's not a 13-0.
Shout out to Zontix for that one. What a hold from the window. No support needed. you know, just because there are rumors and whatever, but Maui brought up something interesting. He said, what if instead of Zway now it was Tanir and they kept Zontic, and they have the aggressive T side Boone, and then they have the good CT side player. Maybe there's another balance to be found.
That's what I was thinking about back on Dust 2. No, but for real.
Right.
I've seen that conversation.
So maybe they wanted to think about anything if they can, pull this off. But Zontic's on the run boost, flash back, instantly clap back into this game. Looking to make it 10-1 straight up. Shirou's pushed, but to a point where he can't even stop this exec.
Chopper running through fire, down to half health. A-site already under full control from Spirit.
Crazy, they just took that from
Where are
Donk
the timeouts, man?
Zontix. Did they use one before?
Where are the other two? You're not gonna have much of a T-side to play at this rate. Shirou, lovely stuff. Good trigger discipline for the double kill to make it even again.
Yeah.
Mattis a little bit late around, and yeah, all right, another individual moment. Zontix first, Shirou second. Unless this is just false confidence to make it hurt all the more.
Mattis, the utility.
Trying to get on top of the bomb as it's now being defused. Yep, him and Hunter, they get the diffuser off of it. Time ticking too fast, they'll clear him. False hope, false profit. Shirou tries, but it's not enough. It's double digits, G2.
Not gonna lie, maybe that would have been the one to like re-inspire them. Shirou making a play like that if they let it happen, but G2 denied it. Great play from Mattis. And Mulb's having an awesome day. Here he goes, taking out Donk and Zontix on this mid play. The flash support was perfect. Tactics are in place. I think Staw's a happy man right now. He's got to be proud of his team.
I think he should also be proud of himself. There's no denying he had that impact late on Dust 2. Again, it is just Mulbs tearing through the middle of this map. 16 and 6, now 7 on this T side. What a phenomenal half from him. A key part of the kickoff for this G2 onslaught, and the double swing into cave. Trade good from Mattis. He'll find his multi-frags. Another player that's benefited from that quick pause in action. You know, G2 were kind of limping slowly like a zombie to their deaths on Dust. The same way Spirit have been led to the slaughter. Sunpius gets off site, catching wind of Zontix, and Donk on a quarter HP. It's not a 13-0, but it's pretty damn close, and the fact they've got 5 pistols in their back pocket means this could be a bust. For the first time in this series, Team Spirit may win a pistol because they need to win a pistol, because an 11-1 stomp has just occurred. I said it, that maybe this series ended on Dust 2, and we hoped that maybe there'd be this individual moment because there was multiple halves. But as the series has gone on,
I wanted to sleep before midnight, guys. We really
really wanna go long, all of a sudden, no?
all right, now let's listen into Spirit and see if they're having a good time.
So 11:59. Yeah, they could actually do this. Hunter wants to sleep before midnight.
I wanted to sleep.
Oh, it's so quiet they can hear the other team speak.
There's just nothing, man. You know, as this game's gone on, it's taken Spirit longer and longer in each half to kind of get it going. They have got it going every time until this last one.
Look at the smoke.
This most recent round, or half, you know, and maybe if Shirou's 3K materialized something further, that would have been a chance to get a second, a third round. A pistol here could have been the lifeline. But Shirou gets popped on the fadeaway as Malbs hits his 17th frag. Great flashbang, blinds one. Has Donk just barreling back to the site. They clean it up. 12-1 G2 versus Team Spirit. Cologne champions.
6-6 on pistols.
In shambles.
Every pistol, baby, from the new IGL at G2, who's been calling the pistols for years.
We've been waiting for the evolution of G2 versus top-tier opposition.
He smiled.
Who?
Mattis.
No. No.
Mattis smiled.
It can't be.
Mattis smiled.
Impossible.
It had to be 12-1 on map 3.
Yeah, with playoffs on the line.
With playoffs on the line, but he smiled.
Because Mattis is about to step onto a stage. You know, there's experience needed for some of the pieces on G2, whether that's gonna be Hunter getting more as an in-game leader in all facets of the game. Heavy got on the big stage. Mattis, new territory. And Malbs with another chance to shine. There was a time where he kept Nico and Monacy in the major back at Shanghai before their departure. Now he's looking to turn heads again. Only 6 places in London, and believe your eyes, because one of them belongs to G2. They move forward, eliminating Team Spirit, and not in some half-ass fashion, but a total blowout to close this series.
The reigning champions of London will not be making it through. They get dominated